Hi, this is Jason from JLP Railroad. I'm going to show you guys how to make the engine stand or engine holder that I had in my last video. I had a quite well responsive people wanting to know how to do it and whatnot. So I'm going to show you how to do it real quick, and I'm not patenting this because I don't have $10,000 just to piss away on a patent. That's why I'm showing you guys to do it. You can build it yourself. There's no need to go out and buy one for, you know, a ridiculous price. So right here, I don't know how well you can see it. I'll try to get it posted on the internet or on YouTube, or I can send you a private message. Is kind of a blueprint that I designed for this. It's very basic, but you know, got to keep it simple, guys. Some of the things we're gonna need some paint rollers. We got 8 of them. They're called 10-inch rollers, but they're actually 9-inch. These are 3/4 nap. You'll need 2 of them. That's a 1/2-inch nap. I'll show you why you want to use the 1/2-inch nap ones. If you use a lot of steam locomotives, you probably want to switch to running all 1/2-inch nap rollers. You're going to need some support bars. You need some end caps, tape measure. About 10 screws, and I used my shelving stuff for my train. So it's if you go out and buy a 1x8 by 8 foot, you'd have plenty. You can also use the rest over to for whatever you want to do, make shelves or whatever. Now, just because I do it this way doesn't mean it's the correct way, but this is the way I found it works great. I've had some modifications. I've actually used it more than I was anticipating. I was just going to use it just for my engines only, and I come to find out I've been using it for detailing my cars and locomotives and all that. So first thing we're going to start with, we're going to need 5 of these support bars. Once again, these are what I had left over from my shelf, so they're stained. You can see I cut them down. You're going to need about 5 of them. I found 5 works great. You guys, you know, get away with 4. You're going to need 2 end caps. You know, this is your 1x8. You can make this however long you want to. This is 10 inches long, I believe, something there. And once again, you'll need your rollers. What I did was I took and found the center of the board. Then I went over from the center 2.5 inches. Then I take that back, 1.5 inches from the center over. Then from here, I went over 3 inches for the bottom one. And I went up 1 3/4. Then I also went up 2 3/4, and from the center line I went over 2.5, and from there I went over 5. Then this hole here is for a hand support. You guys can put it wherever you want. It doesn't have to go right here where you want it, where I have it, wherever's comfortable for you guys. And I didn't put nothing on the other side, because that way if you're ever cleaning or doing something to things and you don't want the hand there, the support, you can just flip it around. So I took and made my supports. They are 1.25 inches wide by 3/4 thick. Once again, it's a 1x, so it's not actually a true 1 inch. I found that it works great for the rollers to slide on. You want them to slide over and roll. They make dowel rods, but they're expensive, and they don't make them 1.5 inches diameter. So there's some play in there. You want a little, so that way it doesn't bind up, and you can move your locomotives real easy in and out. So now, once I get everything all cut, measured, marked, got all my holes drilled, I countersunk the holes, so that way it's nice flush mount. I took and pre-drilled all the holes into the ends of the 1x or my supports, so that way they don't crack over time. So now I'm going to show you how to assemble it. It's really easy. It's real basic. First thing we're going to do, I'll grab my screws here. I only need 10 of them. What I found, kind of get them started a little bit. And then with the holes drilled in the end of the board there, I just centered the holes. They don't have to be perfect. We're not building a space shuttle. Just pre-drill your holes, center them, start your screw, get it somewhat in the hole to get it lined up. Once the first one's kind of hard to get going. hold on to it and snug the first one up. That way you have good support to keep it from flipping over on you. So then you take your next one, you repeat the step. Now that we got one end attached, what I do, I put this one, since I know where it goes, I put this one on an angle so that way it's nice and easy on your wrist. And you just take and put your rollers on. Like I said, if you use a lot of steam locomotives, you might want to switch to the half-inch nap, so that way it gives it a little more padding. And you're going to say, well, now I got a gap between my rollers. I thought that was going to be a pain in the butt at first, but then the more I used it, I'm glad I did, so that way I could put my rollers, spread them out a little bit when I put my cars in, so I get my little fat fingers in there to get them out. So you can fill them all up. You don't have to make it 20 inches. This is what this is, 20 inches. You can make it longer or shorter, whatever works for you guys. So once I get the rollers on, I just set it down, grab my other board, I get my screw started here. I just line it up with the hole on the other side. You want to get them all started, so that way you get it all lined up where you want it to be, and that way you can see between the boards. Make sure you get your screws in the center of the board. So I leave them all loose on the one side to get everything all lined up and started before I tighten them down. So once you get them all started, sorry about that, get them all started, get them lined up where you want them, and you go back and tighten them up. So once you get it all assembled, it looks like this. You can spread out your rollers. If you want to, you can buy two of these and you can set them on top. That way it lifts up the car. This car here is my cousin's. He wanted me to redo it for him, so I've been spending some time on it. So I found that I put that half-inch nap roller in the bottom there, and I can sit there all day long and detail everything I need. So like I said, it's very simple and basic. Even for your HO guys, my HO buds out there, I even thought about it for you guys. You can either use the small rollers and do the same principle with 4, or move these in a little bit and put 1 in the bottom, so that way that the engine sits on it, or the car sits on it. Just move everything closer, and you still have the same thing, but instead of having four bars, just switch to 3 and put 1 in the bottom. You should be good to go. Like I said, I don't know how long you guys are cars and stuff are, so you can make it however long suit for your need. Once again, this is only 20 inches. Most of my stuff is less than 20 inches, so it works great for me. But Hope you guys enjoy. I'll try to get something posted for you guys for the blueprints of this. Very simple and basic. Thanks again for all the great comments, and hope you guys can build them and actually use them for more than just cleaning your locomotives. Thank you guys, and take care.